Welcome back to Frederica Nation. You all, thank y'all so much for tuning in. I want you all to subscribe if you have not subscribed yet. But let's do a simple conversation, a good talk today about when God sent me my husband. This is part two. How I knew that it was my husband. How did I know that he was sent from the Lord? And all these types of questions. So this is the part two. I'm gonna link down in the description below the part one, and it had great reviews. I believe it had over 20,000 views, and I thank y'all so much for your support. So if you want me to continue to do the conversations like this and upload them on here, I will do it. I go off of what you all like and what you all want me to do. So let's get this video, okay? Can we get this video to over 1,000 likes? If we can get this video to over 1,000 likes, I would greatly appreciate it. And that's simply so. I was gonna say Facebook, YouTube. So YouTube can spread the word, and they will also keep letting your video be seen so people can click on it. So the more likes, the more visible the video will be. So I want to help as many people as possible. That's the reason why I said let's get this video to over 1,000 likes. So enough of that. Also put down in the description below down in the comment section below any questions or anything else or other topics that you want me to do, and we'll do it. We'll discuss and talk about it. Okay, so this is part two. Let's get to it. How did I know that my husband was God sent? Well, we make a lot of mistakes, women, because most of the time we choose our mate for ourselves and we don't wait on God. But this is a learning process. This is the reason why we need to stop and wait and just, be patient. As much as we don't want to be alone, as much as we just don't like being by ourselves, and we just need that type of securement, because we go through this, and a lot of women go through these types of things, and men do too. But it's so much better to really literally wait on the Lord. Now, this is how I knew that my husband was God sent, because for one, and I'm gonna tell you, this is something that you look for, so please take note of this, and I hope that this will help somebody. I pray that this will help somebody. But I was once married before, and my last marriage was not ordained by the Lord. Me and my ex-husband, we chose each other. We decided to jump the broom and go on and get married and do our own thing. But that was the problem, because we knew that we weren't fit for each other or meant for each other, but we went on and got married anyway, and God didn't want that, okay? So my marriage definitely went downhill. It definitely did. It was great in the beginning, and we was like best friends and all of that before anything. And then all of a sudden, as soon as we got married, it just took a left turn for real. How I knew my husband, who I'm married to now, was God sent, because my prayer began to switch up. At first, when my ex-husband began to leave, when he left in the beginning of our separation, and then we got a divorce, I was praying, Lord, send him back, send him back. I need my husband back, send him back. And it was like God wasn't listening. He was just, he was listening, but he wasn't really paying me no attention. He was just, there chilling, per se, because he didn't never respond. And so my mentor slash overseer, she said, daughter, why don't you switch your prayer up? She said, maybe this is not the one that God wanted you to be with. And I thought about it like, because it was months. I'm talking about over a year, and I'm praying, Lord, send him back, and I didn't hear anything. And God didn't make a move. But this is how I knew that God made a move for me concerning my husband now, because when I switch my prayer up, ladies, the key to this of what I'm saying right now, switch your prayer up. If you knew that it wasn't working out and things was just bad and you was going through it, and it's like God is not listening and everything is still at the standstill and things is not changing, and your husband has not came back yet, then you may want to just go on and move forward, get the divorce, and wait on who God has for you. As soon as I switched my prayer up and said, Lord, send me who you have for me, let me say this again. When I switched my prayer up and said, Lord, send who you have for me, don't you know, immediately it seems like God bust a move. I promise you. What do I mean? That's when I met my new husband. Yes, that's when I met my new husband, but I wasn't ready to get married. Again, I had just got a divorce, and long story short, and I'm gonna say it, and a lot of people may not agree with this. A lot of people may not, you know, think that this was cool. But the same year that I got divorced was the same year that I got married to my new husband. I'm bust to move that quick. Why? Because I didn't have time to be playing games, wasting time playing house with nobody. If you say you love me and whatever, let's do this. No, I didn't know my new husband at all before then. I was not cheating on my ex-husband, none of that. But God popped, he's like he popped up like a pimple out of nowhere. As soon as I began to release that prayer, he popped up and I'm like, okay. All right. So, we got married. We decided to do it the way that it's supposed to be done. We don't believe in shacking up and all this. If you say you love me, you want to be with me, let's make a move and we're going to grow and love each other. We're going to grow together and we're going to love on each other. And guess what? It's almost 3 years later and he's still here and we having a great time and I just thank God for him. Okay, so tip number one, switch your prayer up. If you're dealing with something like that, if you've ever been married before and you're going through a separation, possible divorce, switch your prayer up. Now, if you've never been married before or something like that, also just continue, go into prayer asking God to send you who he has for you, who he wants you to be with, okay? Start saying that instead of saying, I want this man. Instead of saying, Lord, I want this man. I want that kind of man. This is one thing about the Lord. He's going to always give you what you need, not always giving you what you want. What does that mean? The Lord's going to always give you what you need. Don't you know my husband, who I'm married to now, is not the type that I would usually be with if I had picked him? But I'm going to tell you something. He's exactly what I needed. I'm telling y'all, the Lord is an on-time God. So I just wanted to drop that to you all. That's how I knew that my husband was God sent. That's how I knew he was my husband. I went through that. And I hope that this helps somebody. Okay, if you want me to do a part 3, I will. Okay, because there's some more stuff behind it, but this is the beginning of it. So I'm going to give y'all a little bit at a time to see how y'all react, to see how y'all conversate with me about it. And if you want me to do a part 3, I'm going to give y'all some more to go with this. Okay, part 1 is already out there. This is part 2. So I just really pray that it helps you. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Make sure you like and make sure you subscribe. Let's get this to 1,000 likes. And if you have any questions, drop it down in the comment section below. And we're going to get to this, baby. Until then, I'll see y'all some other time. Here at Frederica Nation, thank y'all so much. I love y'all. See ya.